Okay. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Guilherme Viana. I'm the Education USA advisor in Casa Thomas Jefferson in Brasília. I'm going to switch from English to Portuguese for a bit, just for some announcements. Boa noite, pessoal. Queria, em primeiro lugar, agradecer a presença de todos vocês. Tá? Meu nome é Guilherme Viana, orientador aqui do Education USA em Brasília, na Casa Thomas Jefferson. Lembrar a todos que nossas redes sociais estão aí nas telas. Se vocês quiserem saber mais sobre estudos nos Estados Unidos, não deixem de seguir os nossos conteúdos. Tá? O tema de hoje, a gente vai estar falando de programas de curta duração, certificados e programas de inglês intensivo. Ok? Um pouquinho sobre o Education USA, para quem não conhece ainda. Tá? O Education USA é uma rede global de centros de orientação do Departamento de Estado do governo americano. A gente tem como objetivo dar para as pessoas informações precisas, abrangentes e atualizadas sobre todas as oportunidades de estudo nas universidades americanas. Tá? Durante esse evento, vocês vão poder mandar as perguntas de vocês, tá? Aqui no chat. A gente vai respondendo ao longo do evento mesmo. Mas lembre-se, né, que no final vocês vão poder, vocês vão ter acesso a links para conversar diretamente com os representantes que estão apresentando aqui hoje. Então, no finalzinho, espere um pouquinho, tá? Quando terminar, para vocês terem acesso a esses links. Então, é isso, vamos lá. Let's start the panel off. So the first representative can begin, please.
I guess we'll go ahead and introduce ourselves. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us to learn more about intensive English programs in the United States. Hopefully the translation down at the bottom helps you a little bit. My name is Janice Duenas-McKnight. I'm with Temple University. Temple is a large private research university, a large public research university in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're in the city of brotherly love. Alice?
Hi, this is Alice Trinidad. I'm from Greenville University, and I'm in charge of International Admission Specialist. And we are located in Southern Illinois. We're a private faith-affiliated campus.
Hi, I'm Denise Davis from the English Language Institute at the University of Delaware, a Tier 1 research university with a small college family feel. The University of Delaware has a pair of especially famous alumni, the President of the United States, Joe Biden, and the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, are both alumni of the University of Delaware. Steve?
All right, well, hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Bergman. I am the Director of Sponsored Student Programs at North Carolina State University. NC State is a large public research university located in the city of Raleigh, North Carolina. We're about 3 hours from the beach and 3 hours from the mountains. We're kind of right in the middle.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ivana Bonacorsi with the University of California, San Diego. I'm Brazilian, former international student, and I now serve as a senior business development and marketing specialist at UCSD, Division of Extended Studies. UC San Diego is a large public research university located in beautiful La Jolla, San Diego, California. Roxanne?
Hello, everyone. My name is Roxanne Diaz. I am the International Admissions and Recruitment Specialist for California State University, Stanislaus, which is located in the Central Valley of California in the city of Turlock. Stanislaus State is one of 23 campuses, and we are a public institution. Dan?
Hi, everyone. I'm Diana Urquijo, and I'm District Director of International Education at San Mateo Colleges of Silicon Valley. So we are 3 community colleges in California, just south of San Francisco into Silicon Valley. It's a pleasure to be here.
Our presentation has 2 main parts. In the first part, we will share the many different ways you may study English at reputable, accredited higher education institutions in the United States, with explanations and examples for each one, depending on your individual interests and goals. You will learn about intensive English language programs, coursework that results or doesn't result in transferable credit, preparation programs that lead directly to degree program matriculation, programs that last for a short duration or that lead to a certificate of specialized training, and starting English language study at a 2-year college before transferring to a bachelor's degree program at a 4-year university. In the second part of our presentation, you will be introduced to each of the institutions of higher education represented by today's 7 speakers. We're all here because we care about you and want to help you understand all the types of program options that will help you reach your individual goals for your English language advancement. After a question and answer session, when all 7 of us institutional representatives will be available to answer your questions, you will have an opportunity to go to one or more of our Zoom rooms to receive a more personalized consultation that focuses on our respective higher education institution.
So without further delay, we will start the first session, which is going to focus on studying English in the United States and some of the options that will be available to you.
Thanks, Stephen. Hi again, I'm Janice. I'm with Temple University. And the first session that we will talk about is, well, what is an IEP? So as you can see on the slide, an IEP means an intensive English program. So these programs are designed for you, the non-native English speaker, and designed for you to improve your English in an immersive environment. So what does immersive mean? Immersive means that you will be in an environment where you will be surrounded in English. So currently you are in Brazil or maybe a neighboring country of Brazil, and you might be studying English in your own country. Well, when you come to the United States, this is an immersive environment. Of course, you will be studying English in the classroom, but you'll also be learning and experiencing and developing your language skills outside of the classroom. You will live in this environment, and so you'll have so many opportunities to learn English in a very, very authentic and natural way. So why improve your skills? Well, you all, I'm sure, have different reasons and different goals in mind. So perhaps some of you are professionals and you're looking to advance your career opportunities. Maybe you would like to enter university and are looking to receive a bachelor's or a graduate degree from an institution. Perhaps they're just personal goals. Maybe you love traveling. Maybe you just have a love for languages. So IEPs will help you, with those goals. So when? So it really depends on the institution. It's often year-round and anywhere between 4 and 16-week sessions that you can keep attending sessions. So maybe you attend a 4-week session and then you decide to stay longer and so on. So at Temple University's Center for American Language and Culture, our session is 7 weeks, and we offer them twice every season: winter, spring, summer, and fall. So often With IEPs, there's rolling admission. That's what that means, rolling admission, where you can enter at any time. So what will you study at an IEP? Well, you're probably already studying many of these skills, which are called the 4 core skills. You're reading, writing, listening, and speaking, which are essential for any language learning. Many IEPs also offer electives, which are classes that you can choose to take. So for example, at Temple University, we have a course called Chatting with Americans, where you can have conversations with local Philadelphians in a really casual environment. Maybe you are looking to study for your TOEFL or IELTS. We have those electives as well. And maybe you just want to build your vocabulary. So we have vocabulary building classes, such as slang and idioms, language that we use in everyday life in the US. So where can you study? Well, IEPs are located all over the United States, and there are 2 main types. The first type is a private language school, and the second type would be college and university-based programs. So today we'll be learning and focusing more on the college and university-based programs. All right, so there are lots of different types of universities in the United States. And some are private, some are public, some are in rural areas, some are city-based. And it's really important for you to not just decide what type of language school it's not just important for you to decide, yes, I want to study English, but it's also really important for you to make the decision of where you want to study English. You want to be in a big city like Philadelphia. Would you rather be in a smaller college-based community? So it's really about finding the fit that's right for you. And also there's different, depending on the IEPs, you have different learning, living situations. So for example, some IEPs allow for you or can introduce you to the host family. So you can stay with a host family if you would like to, while others will help you find an apartment. Perhaps you can stay in the dormitory. So these are all things that you should consider when deciding on what kind of IEP that you would like to study. So there are lots of advantages to college and university-based IEPs. The first one is often IEPs meet the university admission language requirements. So for example, at Temple University, if you reach our level 2, advanced 2 in our IEP, that will meet your language requirement to study as an undergraduate student at Temple University. So look into that as well when making your decision. Also, another advantage is that you can join school-wide events, clubs, programs, and intramural sports. So at Temple, we have over 600 clubs, anywhere from the International Student Association to gardening, right? So there's lots of things to choose from, as well as joining intramural sports. So perhaps you love playing soccer in your own country. You can do that with many university-based IEPs as well. You might have the opportunity to work on campus. So this is a fantastic way, of course, to earn some extra money, gain some job experience, and also practice your language skills, which is the main reason for being in the US. These opportunities are available to students on F1 visas, which means that you are a full-time student. And this is something that you would have to speak to your visa officer at your institution to learn more about, okay? Also, you'll have access to the school facilities and resources, such as the gym, pools, mental and emotional health, the library, computer labs. There are so many. At Temple, you would also have access to the Student Success Center, where you can, for free, meet one-on-one with native speakers in a conversation partnership style experience. And then there are many others, but another one I mentioned here is that you can meet professors and other full-time students on campus and begin building those friendships and connections early. So as mentioned, IEPs offer more than just traditional language learning. As you can see here, Temple's Center for American Language and Culture also offers graduate and undergraduate pathways. EducationUSA Academy, which is designed for high school students. Now we'll talk about that later. We also have for online classes and short-term and summer programs. Some available this summer, 2022. And my colleagues will be speaking more on these topics as well. So that's all for me. And now you'll hear from my colleague, Alice Trinidad from Greenville University.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Janice. So similarly to the IEPs, the non-credit and credit ESL programs are, if they're on campus, you will require to have an F1 visa and an I-20. Another benefit that is similar to the IEP Janice was describing is that you can have on-campus employment as well, and you can leave on campus. Okay, now what's the difference between these two? The credit classes, as the slide shows, provides credits toward a college degree, means that you can reach your academic goals where you're working on your English proficiency. You can focus on college writing, okay, in your skills for reading, listening to your American peers. You can also get a degree to transfer out to a 2-year college or a 4-year university as the ones presented in this fair right now. You can also comply, with transferring credits for a specific academic program that you want. Now, the non-credit classes or the non-credit programs, similar to the one Greenville University has, you can work for a year. The length, it will depend. And how these programs are presented, it also vary on these institutions. So later on at the end of the session, you will have specific information or on credit or non-credit programs, okay, for each of the representatives. So for Greenville University, the length of the non-credit program is 1 year, and you work specifically for your communicative English and academic English. Once you reach that goal, then you can move forward and transition to undergraduate programs. That is my information, so we go to the next.
Thank you. I'm Denise Davis from the University of Delaware. My partner, Steve Bergman from North Carolina State, and I are excited to share with you some important information about ways to ultimately enroll or matriculate in a degree program by starting off in an English language learning based program that might be called a pathway program, conditional admission program, or a provisional admission program. Sometimes these terms are interchangeable and can be confusing. One distinguishing feature between pathway programs and conditional or provisional admission programs may be the inclusion of credit-bearing coursework that will apply towards your degree requirements once you matriculate or start or enroll in your undergraduate or graduate degree program. These kinds of programs, pathway or conditional admissions programs, provide international students who have not yet demonstrated mastery in English language proficiency the opportunity to improve their English language skills while participating in the U.S. college or university experience. So what specifically is a pathway program? Pathway programs are designed to help students meet the language requirements for degree admission to a U.S. institution, but they also integrate credit transferable academic coursework, as well as support classes, cultural activities, and experiential learning. Pathway programs in the US often cost a similar tuition amount as a regular degree program, or sometimes a little bit less. And they often, but not always, last one academic year. And during that time, learners improve their test scores and GPAs to boost their chances for final admission to the degree program at their host university. But not only that, they also gain confidence in their English language speaking and academic skills so that they'll be successful in their university coursework after they get admitted to their degree program. An example of an undergraduate pathway program is on the next slide. And that is the University of Delaware's Academic Transitions program. Students in academic transitions study for 2 or 3 semesters. That's 8 or 12 months. And that's reflected in the blue columns on the left half of the screen before you. After this time, they seamlessly transition to their University of Delaware bachelor's degree program as advanced freshmen or sophomore students with 16 or 28 credits that apply towards their degree. This reduces the length of time that they'll need to study, they'll need to matriculate before they graduate. The university courses they study in academic transitions, such as math or biology, they're the same as regular university courses, and they're taught by regular university professors, but they go at a slower pace with extra discussion sections and with fewer students, so that the students have more time and a lot of extra attention to help them learn the same material. And this helps them be successful in their university coursework before they matriculate and after they matriculate. AT students also participate in a cohort experience, which includes peer mentors, leadership development, team building activities, and a trip to New Orleans or Puerto Rico. More than 90% of academic transitions students get admitted to the University of Delaware, but even better than that is they outperform the international students who were admitted directly. We even continue to provide tutoring for our AT graduates after they matriculate in their bachelor's degree program and after they graduate from the University of Delaware. That's one of our alumni services that we offer. And now my partner, Steve Bergman, is going to share more with you about conditional admissions programs. Steve?
Thank you, Denise. Yes, I am excited to share a little bit more about conditional admission, which is kind of an alternative to pathway. So conditional admission is what we call a standalone admission. So in effect, you apply to university seeking direct admission to an academic program, whether a bachelor's program or a master's program. And the university says, you meet all of our criteria to be a great student, and we want to admit you, except we need to bump up your English language just a little bit more. So instead of directly enrolling into an intensive English program, or instead of enrolling directly into your undergraduate or graduate program, you do this conditional admission. And so students who are conditionally admitted will take classes in their intensive English program, anywhere from as short as 1 semester to as long as 1 year, focusing specifically on academic English. And then once the students have completed the highest level of English required by their program, the student then matriculates directly into their undergraduate bachelor's degree program or directly into their graduate program. One of the benefits of this is that you do not split your time between taking classes and taking academic classes and taking English language classes. You get the opportunity to focus just on your academic English, and then you do not have to worry about taking a class in English when you are unprepared that may impact your GPA. So there are benefits to both a traditional pathway program or a conditional admission program. It really is dependent upon you and how comfortable you are using English. So we encourage you to look at these as 2 different opportunities for ways that you can get involved in the university early and either take classes that can help you graduate sooner or focus on your academic English to improve your English and be prepared when you start your academic program. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Again, this is Roxanne, and I am going to talk about a little bit of short-term programs, and then my partner from UC San Diego is going to talk about certificate programs. So what are short-term programs? Short-term programs is what they sound like. It's typically for students that aren't really ready or committed to do, say, 4 years, 2 years at a university. These programs are either 3, 6, 9 months, and in some cases, for example, on our campus, if you want a short-term English language program, can be as short as 4 weeks. So these programs are also designed for different types of students, whether they are professionals looking to attain some further knowledge, or for students who want to participate, say, in a semester at a campus. And the courses that are taken are usually credit courses. So they're transferable. If you say you decide you do want to pursue an education in the United States, you could take classes at one campus and say, you know, this is what I took. And in most cases, those classes will be transferable to the area of study you want to study. Some of these short-term programs are also for like a study abroad feature. So say you are at a university in Brazil and you want to try to go to the US campus, and without fully committing to a campus, again, this is a type of opportunity to study abroad. You can enhance your skills. So like we were talking about earlier with English language programs, some of these short-term programs are also designed for, say, if you want to improve your English in a professional manner, if you want to improve your English in an educational manner, and you are embraced with domestic students as well as international students. So you're fully engaged, whether it's in the classroom, outside of the classroom. And then, like I said, you have transitions for degree programs.
Thank you. So Ivana with UC San Diego, and I'll describe a little bit about the certificate program options that you have. So it's the previous slide, please. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. So certificate programs are also short-term programs, but the difference is that they are career focused. So they are a great option if you wanna maybe change your career or develop new skills, be more marketable, increase your skills for professional opportunities. They are usually taught by practicing industry experts. So the professors, instructors in those programs are working in their areas of expertise. So they bring that real life experience to the classroom. So it's very current in that sense. One of the advantages of the certificate programs is that they are shorter than regular degree programs, like graduate programs that are usually 2 years. And they are, therefore, they're also more affordable. So you can quickly get the skills that you need and for a more affordable price. One advantage is that you will have that experience with other international students, but also with other American students or local students, because they also do those certificate programs to advance their career. So it's a great opportunity for networking, develop new friendships, and advance your career with those connections too. One important feature of the certificate programs in the US is that if you study for a minimum of 9 consecutive months, you are eligible for OPT. OPT, for those of you who are not familiar with that, is optional practical training, and it's a program offered by the American government to international students, and it's a special work permission that you can apply and get a job in the US for 1 or 3 years, depending on your area of study, to work in the US after you finish your program in your area of study. So it's a great opportunity. So certificate programs are a great opportunity for you to combine academic knowledge with qualified work experience in the US. And now Roxanne is going to explain some of the short programs available in her institution, and then I'll share the certificate options at UCSD.
Yes, absolutely. So these are just some of the examples that we host at Stan State. And like we said, most universities have some type of short-term programs available for students. And this is just an example. Ours also sometimes are customizable. So every semester we'll get new ideas, and then other programs will start to develop. But as of right now, some of the programs that we have is a high school intercultural leadership program. And this is designed for students that are in high school. So if you're in high school and it's a 4-week program, like I said, you want to try the university setting, this program intertwines you with U.S. high school students and college professors at our campus. So you do everything from classroom setting to cultural settings. And then sometimes we also have high school programs that are short-term that are intermingled with, say, some type of sports camp. So in previous semesters, we've had a high school short-term program with a volleyball focus. So what that meant is students were actually with our volleyball team, but they were also taking academic courses in English and in kinesiology. So these are short-term programs that have been developed for specialty markets and students. Another short-term program we have is our summer business English program. This program is designed for professionals already in business that would like to increase their English knowledge of business terminology. This program, like I said, is for business professionals already that are trying to increase their knowledge. And so we actually are paired with local businesses that bring students in, and we actually have settings of mock trials, for example, of what type of business communication they would partake in. These courses are given by doctorates in business, whether it's marketing, general business, human resources. So it's a wide variety. Another program is our Study App program. This was designed originally like our Study Abroad program for students that would like to participate in our university, take the general courses towards a degree. Say if you like it, then you want to transfer into the degree program this is what this program was designed for. Students are maxed out at a certain amount of units for the undergraduate and graduate level. This is also a much more affordable option for students that want to start taking those credit courses, but not quite ready to commit for a university setting. We also have their summer intensive English program. Like many of the other ones, we have some programs that are anywhere from 4 weeks to 3 months, 6 months. And then we have like our summer, as mentioned here, which is typically 2 to 3 months. And in this program, you're actually living on campus and taking courses with our English language program.
So the certificate program options at UCSD are divided in two categories, let's put it this way. One of them is the business certificate programs. So there are 7 different programs that are business related, that are designed for international students. Many of them will require some degree, academic background, or some work experience, but we also have a program, the business administration program, that does not require any university degree or work experience. So this would be our intro program if you want to learn and develop your business skills. Then for those who are a little bit more experienced, we have the business management program, and you can choose one specific area of emphasis, which are digital marketing or finance or leadership. This program is offered in 6 or 9 months. So after you finish the program, you can apply for OPT and try to find a job in the US to apply everything you learned in the program. You can also consider shorter certificate program options, such as our business intelligence analysis, digital marketing, or leadership and management programs that are 3 months each. They all have a very practical case study approach, and if you combine different programs to meet the OPT requirement, the 9 months, you can still get that work opportunity in the US. And the other option is our 6-month project management program that is very popular and very well ranked. So the other option that we have is on the next slide. They are on the next slide, please. They are our Teaching English as a Foreign Language programs. So if you are considering a career in teaching English, or if you were already an English instructor, you may consider our TEFL programs. So we have the TEFL Professional Certificate for those who already have some teaching experience. And the TEFL Proficiency is the intro program if you were new to this field, to this career. The TEFL Proficiency is 3 months, and the TEFL Professional is 6 months. We also have advanced studies in TEFL where you can customize the courses that you will take, and you can do that for 3 or 6 months. So you can combine the advanced studies in TEFL with the other TEFL programs that we offer. And the 2 programs that are to the right of the slide are concurrent certificates that you can take while also taking the other TEFL programs. And it's kind of like a specialization in TEFL. So you can specialize in teaching English grammar or teaching English to the young learner. So many different options, either in business or TEFL, for you to consider as a certificate programs for your study abroad experience in the US. Now, Diane is going to share some information about the community college experience in the US.
Yes, hello again, and greetings from the San Francisco Bay Area. My name is Diane Arguijo, and I'd like to introduce you to the community college system in the US and how they are an entry point to US higher education. There are over 1,000 community colleges in the US, and the majority of them are public, state-funded, two-year institutions of higher education. Community colleges provide high school graduates and anyone over 18 years old opportunities to study a higher education degree or certificate without having to take an entrance exam. Community colleges meet the students where they are in their language abilities and academic preparedness, and they take them on an academic path of their choosing, whether it is to become proficient in English, a short-term certificate, a two-year associate's degree, or university transfer through articulation agreements. In general, community colleges are lower in tuition costs, and they provide access to classes required for certificate and degree programs, not only in the daytime schedule, but also in the evening for working adults. There is a statistic that says 40% of bachelor degree students in the US started at a community college. On the next slide, I'll talk about the reasons why this number is so high. These three words describe the essence of community colleges: accessible and affordable. Community colleges vary in programs across the country, but the common features are that they offer much of what was previously mentioned: intensive English programs, non-credit, English as a second language programs, for credit, academic degree and short-term certificate programs, as well as the university transfer programs, also referred to as the 2+2 model. Students who start at a community college soon realize that they can take the first year to do general education courses in core subject areas, which are required for degrees, and with the help of a counselor or an advisor, research which is the best university for them to earn their bachelor's degree. In addition, students can meet with representatives from universities near the college, or perhaps those that visit from other cities or states during the university transfer fairs held at community colleges. There are many opportunities for students to find what would be the best fit for them to achieve their academic goals. Next slide, please. In addition, the international student application process is flexible and a wide range of minimum English proficiency requirements with a wide range and no SATs. Students can expect to enroll at the next intake of either fall or spring semesters. Some colleges are in quarter systems, and they do not need to wait a year to start their program. Depending on the student's English level, they can generally complete their associate degree in 2 years and then transfer to a university to complete the remaining 2 years of a 4-year bachelor's degree. This is the 2+2 university transfer model that I referred to earlier. Another benefit of starting at a community college is that an international student is eligible to apply for optional practical training, or OPT, which was mentioned earlier, after they complete their program of study. So in other words, after the 2-year degree or after the 1-year certificate program. OPT allows a student to gain valuable work experience and also get paid, as long as the job is related to the field of study that they earned the degree or certificate in. In the end, when a student transfers to a university from a community college to complete the last 2 years of a bachelor's degree, the university diploma that is awarded to the student to a student who started as a freshman at that university, and the university diploma awarded to the transfer student are the same. If you want to know more about community college system, I'd be happy to answer questions at the end of our session or in my Zoom room. So thank you.
All right, well, thank you all for listening as we shared a little bit about the intensive English program and all of the various options that our speakers were able to present. Now we want to take just a few moments to share a little bit more with you about the institutions who are here and the institutions that these individuals represent.
I will go as fast as I can since we have quite a bit of campuses. So like mentioned, California State University Stanislaus is located in Turlock, California. We're part of a 23 campus system that's been in California for over 60 years, and we are in the Central Valley, like I mentioned, Turlock. We're one of the smaller campuses of the 23. We have 4 colleges: our College of Science, College of Business, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Science, College of Education, Kinesiology, and Social Work. Within those 4 colleges, you find over 100 majors and concentrations. Our classes are a little bit smaller for being a public institution. They range typically a student faculty ratio, as seen on the screen, is 21:1. However, even in our graduate programs, sometimes that could be 8 students to 1 classroom. Since Turlock is not very well known, we are about 2 hours from San Francisco, about an hour and 45 minutes from Yosemite, and an hour 15 from the capital, Sacramento. And like I said, we have various programs available for students, whether it's degree seeking, short-term programs, intensive English, and our campus is full range. So everything from on-campus to off-campus housing is available. And so I'll keep it short and sweet. If you have any questions, we are here for you.
Okay, so this is Greenville University, and what I have to share with you in the Zoom rooms, it's about the different scholarship that we have, depending on your academic program of interests. And also we have scholarships for the Pathways program or the intensive English programs. Greenville University, it's located in the southern part of Illinois, and we're very close to those main cities: St. Louis, Nashville, Chicago, and Indianapolis. So you have a little bit of everything around us. We also have a WhatsApp over there. So you can write it down, take notes. You can scan the QR code and you can know more about the university and the different programs that we offer.
All right, well, hello again, everyone. I'm from North Carolina State, otherwise known as NC State University. We are located in Raleigh, on the East Coast of the United States. We're, again, a big campus. We're 36,000 students, about 6,000 international students. We're the largest international student population in the state of North Carolina. NC State has more than 160 master's degree programs, more than 60 doctoral programs, and more than 120 undergraduate majors. But in addition to that, we also have our intensive English program. So I wanted to include a little bit more about intensive English here on this program. But one of the cool things about NC State and the city of Raleigh itself is that it is routinely ranked as one of the best places to live, one of the best places to get a job. And NC State's motto is what we call think and do. And we encourage our students to not just think in the classroom, but then we want you to take that knowledge and bring it out into the world and use it. And so our kind of connection to industry at NC State is one of the things that really sets us apart. So thank you.
Hello again. So as you can see, we have 3 colleges: Skyline College, College of San Mateo, and Kenyatta College, and they're all located in the San Francisco Bay Area, all within an hour of San Francisco and into Silicon Valley. We are fortunate to be located in the high-tech capital of the world and near world-class universities such as UC Berkeley and Stanford. So our colleges offer programs which lead to careers in business, engineering, computer science, biotech, 3D animation and game design with Pixar across the Bay, as well as specialized programs in fashion design, interior design, and theater arts. These are only just a few of the 80 associate and transfer degree programs offered at our 3 colleges. Students who study on campus have access to support staff, including counselors, free tutoring, and housing support. For students who want to save on the cost of living expenses during the first year of study, they can apply to take our university transferable classes online through our Global Online Learning Program, or GOAL for short, and study from the comfort of their home. GOAL students also have access to our support staff, including counselors. Next slide, please. Our intensive English program is called SVIEP, and it accepts students without a TOEFL for in-person classes at Kenyatta College, but also offers the same classes online. Students who enroll in SVIEP are offered conditional admission to any of our 3 colleges. Next slide, please. On this slide, you can see photos of each of our colleges and also a snapshot of our university partners. And it is just a snapshot. We have over 140, and you can find a complete list on our website. I will also have more information to share on this and other important topics in my Zoom room after the presentation. So thank you.
I don't know why I was surprised that I'm up next. Hi, everybody. I'm Janice again from Temple University. Temple is located, as I mentioned before, in the great city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is on the East Coast of the United States and the 2nd largest city on the East Coast. It was recently rated one of the greatest places to visit in the world by Time Magazine in 2021. So we are a top-tier comprehensive research institution, which means that we have over 160 majors to choose from. We have campuses in Philadelphia, main campus. We have campuses in Japan and Rome. And I'm really happy to say that 97% of the Temple community is fully vaccinated. We're really proud of that number. And we hope that you'll join us here on campus, knowing that we are providing a safe and healthy environment for you. So just quickly to go over some of our programs at the Center for American Language and Culture, or TCALC for short. We do offer the traditional IELP or IEP, which are 7-week sessions. This summer, we have something called our American Culture at Temple program, or ACT. This is a residential program where you live on campus with us for 4 weeks. It's a B1 program, which means that you'll study part-time in the morning, and then in the afternoons, you'll be exploring many of the wonderful places Philadelphia has to offer. You'll also be going to New York City and the beach. We have a conditional admission program. And today I'd really like to talk about our high school student program. We are a host institution for EducationUSA Academy. This year, we are happy to provide the Connects program, which is an online program. It's $350, so a very affordable program for you all. Again, online, meets twice a week, and there are scholarships available. So learn more in the Zoom room. And for those of you graduates and professionals, we have a variety of programs available to you, both online and in person. Come join me in my Zoom room. Thanks.
Hi everyone, Ivana again with UC San Diego. I want to briefly mention that we are a large public research university. Our campus has almost 5 square kilometers, more than 40,000 students, top faculty, 16 Nobel Prize winners have taught at UCSD, and many of our undergraduate programs hold top 10 rankings nationally and globally. I also listed on this slide some of the global rankings that UCSD has. We are considered number 18 in the world by the academic ranking of world universities, which is one of the most respected academic rankings. On the next slide, I listed some of the reasons why you should consider UC San Diego for your study abroad experience. We are in a beautiful location, as I mentioned, in La Jolla on the coast of the Pacific Ocean. Our faculty is very qualified. If you choose one of our programs in the Division of Extended Studies, you will experience the small class size option within a large university. We also have a very caring, dedicated staff to international students that offers comprehensive services from immigration, academic advising, health and welfare, accommodation, and also activities and events. So I'll be glad to share more information about the certificate programs that I mentioned, and also the English language programs, university credit programs that we offer to international students in my Zoom link after this presentation, and we'll have the opportunity to keep this conversation either in English or in Portuguese if you want. Thank you so much.
The University of Delaware. You've already heard about UD's famous alumni in the White House. The University of Delaware is historic for another reason. It's the oldest public university in the United States, founded in 1743, before the US became an independent country. In the time since then, UD has become what we call a public Ivy League university, ranking in the top 100 nationally. Undergrads can choose from over 150 different majors, while graduate students have more than 200 options for their specializations. Delaware is a great place to live and learn. In the town of Newark, you are only 2 hours from New York City or Washington, D.C., and less than an hour from Philadelphia. Newark, Delaware is a classic university town, very welcoming and one of the safest in the U.S. And best of all, there's no sales tax, so all of your shopping is tax-free. The most important stop an international student will have at UD is at the English Language Institute, a leader in teaching English language and academic skills for more than 40 years. If you're serious about improving your English, no matter what your goal, UD offers one of the best intensive English language programs in the United States. If your goal is to transition to a degree program, we offer a pathway program for a bachelor's degree and a conditional admissions program for master's and PhD degrees. The courses in these programs and in our IEP are offered in face-to-face, online, and hybrid modes. If you're in high school and would like to join with high school students from other countries to learn English and experience American culture, Language Adventure USA is the perfect short-term July and August program for you. No matter what UD ELI program you choose, we welcome you to the ELI family and support every aspect of your experience with us. I look forward to answering your questions about the English Language Institute and welcoming you to the Blue Hen family at the University of Delaware. And now it's time for our question and answer session.
Okay. I don't think we'll have time for that on this session specifically. We are kind of short in time. I want to thank you very much for your time for presenting to our students and advisees. As you can see, you have this huge variety of programs. The links for the individual rooms with the representatives will be available on our chat in Portuguese now. Pessoal, os links para as salas individuais vão ser disponibilizadas aqui no nosso chat. Tá? Então, por favor, não deixe de levar as perguntas para os representantes. I wanted to wish you a great evening, great talks on the rooms, and looking forward to see you soon. Thank you so much.
Everyone, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to see you all and meet the new faces. And thank you for giving us so much information today. Let me just stop recording.